I was on a popular real estate site and they told me I should never answer these questions for my real estate agent. Martin Taggart Team Real Estate, there is a popular notion amongst buyer coaches that there are some things that you should never answer your realtor. Number one, you shouldn't tell your realtor what your motivation is because then they could take advantage of you. Well, think about that. Are you one of those people that wants to move immediately? Do you have a 6-month window to move? Maybe you're not really considering moving at all. Maybe you just want to see what's available because you have an idea that the company you work for might be moving you here in the future, but right now you're just out visiting family and friends. The reason that it's important working backwards to know what your motivation is because your realtor is there to do a good job for you. If you're not going to move shortly, then what a realtor should do is take you on a more gentler, general pace. They should be showing you different types and styles of homes in the area and letting you compare amenities from different price ranges as well as amongst different floor plans of homes. If you have an older family member that lives with you because you've got a multi-generational home, a 2-story home may not be a great idea. Then again, if you have a lot of children, a walkout basement might be a poor idea if they're younger, because obviously that could be a safety or a security risk. If maybe you have make it worse or better, you have a swimming pool in the backyard. So there's a lot of reasons why telling your realtor what your motivation is super important, because it's telling them a lot about how to go to work for you. If you come to me and you say, hey Martin, I need to move, I need to write an offer and get an offer accepted in the next 30 days, but I have some very specific things that have to be met. The first thing I know is I'm probably going to look for a home that's vacant for you. Now there's going to be people who disagree with me on this, and that's okay. You're welcome to disagree. There's more than one way to skin a cat. But I'm going to look for a home that you can quickly and easily move into. Why? Because an occupied home means that person is likely going to have to write an offer and get accepted on their own purchase, which can take you outside of your window for moving. Number one, your realtor needs to know your motivation to do a good job. I'll oftentimes see on other websites where it says, don't tell your realtor what you're pre-approved for because they're going to try to sell you the maximum amount of home to maximize their income. Yikes. Listen, think about this, would you? The realtor's not there to maximize their income. The realtor, a good one, a full-time one, is there to maximize your outcome, not their income. They're there to get you the best possible terms possible based on the home style that you want, the neighborhood you want to live in, the city you want to live in, your distance from work or the school district you choose. They're there to get you the best possible outcome. Why? Because a professional realtor who's done this for any amount of time knows that your transaction won't be their last one. They want to be referred to your family and your friends and the people you go to church with, the people you work with. That's only going to happen if they don't focus on the money. If you do feel like your realtor is too focused on the money, find a new realtor. There's nothing wrong with telling your realtor, I'm comfortable buying a home in this price range. And then as your realtor is showing you homes, you have to be okay saying, I like these homes in this area, but that's a little more than I want to spend. A really good realtor is going to look at you and respect the fact that you made the search a little more focused and more beneficial, and they're going to go to work hard for you to make that happen. Last and most importantly, you'll hear people in the buyer's posts talk about the fact, or coaching post, tell people not to think about any or not to share with the realtor any exterior factors that could sway your decision. Again, this goes to call into question the realtor's motivation. And if the realtor's not doing a good job for you and you question their motivation, fire them. Fire them. Fire them and move on to the next one. Why? Because there is a tremendous amount of the realtor population that are part-time. It may take you a person or two interviewing them to find somebody who fits you. The reason you should tell them about any exterior motivation is if your company is going through a planned downsize in the next 2 to 5 years, you're going to want them to put you in a neighborhood that has a higher amount of appreciation than another neighborhood. Even if it doesn't have all the amenities you want, you as a consumer should be given the option through the information to choose the solution that fits you best. Also, when it comes to outside motivation, we know 3 things are happening right now during COVID. First of all, people are moving out of the urban core. Why? Because they don't have to live on top of each other anymore to go to a corporate headquarters. They're working from home in a decentralized fashion, which takes us to numbers 2 and 3. In a decentralized home, you may need a home office more than you need a dining room. Maybe. Or you might want to use that dining room as a second living room, a place where your kids can have a learning center. There's a whole bunch of issues that go into that. To sum all this up, you should let your realtor know, number one, what any outside motivators are so they can do a good job. Number two, to give them the price range so that that realtor is not showing you homes that you can't afford and you're staying within your comfort zone in terms of what you're paying on a monthly basis, right? Finally, you ought to let your realtor know what your key motivators are when you're moving. All these things go together so that the realtor can present you with the best package of possible outcomes. If the realtor's not listening to you, that doesn't have anything to do with what you're sharing. That has to do with a selfish person who's focused only on themselves. And let's face it, in today's market, for many years we've been trying to educate realtors on the fact that they're not the stars of the show. Buyers and sellers are the stars of the show. If you've got somebody who desperately wants to be the rock star of real estate, maybe it's better to find somebody who's the manager of the band. Hey, Martin Taggart Team Real Estate, have an awesome day, and don't forget, share with your realtor the outcomes you want so that you can make sure and get exactly what you need. Have an awesome day.